on your
Okay.
settings on StreamYard or on if you're using your phone, maybe.
Um, might be my earbuds here.
Oh
I
yeah,
can tone it down.
yeah. I just don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out. I know I'm kind of quiet, even though I have mine turned up all the way, but it's not doing what it should be. I don't know why. Uh oh, now I can hear that.
There we go.
uh,
Sound is really good. Any better?
yeah, that's lower. Now can you hear me? Hopefully, hello. Testing, test, test, test. Of course, we should probably do this before we actually do the show,
Testicles. Testicles. One, two, three.
huh? All right, so we don't have anyone here anyway, so just us hanging out right now.
Alright.
So yeah,
How
no,
was
no
your
need.
week?
Oh, it was okay. I don't know if I don't know if you've been continuing to work on my health issue that we discussed. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I know I've asked some people to work with that and kind of help it along. I don't think it's wrong to have many specialists look at it and get it fixed. And as
No,
long as
nothing wrong with that.
everyone does a little something to help it along and get it going. So with everyone that I've asked to help so far, everything's been turning better. I'm not bleeding. Remember when I showed you the picture and how
Mm-hmm.
bad it was? And it's not that bad anymore. Still itching, but it's not open wound, so to speak, like it was. So that's a good thing.
Good.
My right leg though is kind of swelling up now. I don't know what that's about. It's the same process. So just with the vein
Mm.
disorders. So we just gotta get that procedure done. But the main thing is
Yeah.
I had to get that skin situation fixed first anyway, because they wouldn't do the surgery with that skin issue. You know. So
That makes sense.
with the open wound, they wouldn't have that operation with that. They told me that before too. So and then when I had the issue of the splitting because the leg was swelling, it was causing the splitting skin, and then that would of course cause the open wound, right? So nothing I could
Hey,
do about that.
Bubby.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing? All right, we got Bobby. Hey, yeah, I started a little right on time because I was over there watching Mark, and he was talking about a nebula that Isabella picked out, and she wanted to look at. So, so anyway, uh, saying hi to everyone over there, and so now we need to have at least two more people on chat with us so that we can all sing happy birthday for tomorrow. See?
Happy
I guess
birthday.
yeah, you probably don't want to sing it though, do you?
I'll sing it.
If you want, yeah. Unless you want to wait for more people to get here. Uh,
Yeah. It'd be more fun with more people on the mic.
we
That
can
way
wait.
my voice
We
is
can
not
wait.
isolated and y'all can't hear how horrible I
Mm.
sound.
And then tomorrow, Johnny is putting together. He always puts together a fantastic playlist. Him and Amanda, Johnny Unitas,
Oh.
our friend. And so he is getting together a playlist for me for my birthday for tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that'll be for my birthday specifically. So
That's gonna be really good. Johnny always puts together a really good playlist.
yeah, and then of course Amanda helps him pick some of the tunes, I guess. Which they both
Hmm.
work together well, and either one of them can do a good playlist all by themselves. But together they
Right.
have uh, um, more of what they have, if you know what I mean. Double the
Mhm.
ability, double the tunes, double the quality of uh, tunes and things like that, compared to just one person's idea. So you got two different people working on the list, and you got two different, kind of similar but different at the same time, if you know what I mean. So,
Oh yeah.
but yeah. So other than that, I've been doing all right. Got some good news. Can't really talk about that, but got some good news about some other things I've been working on and waiting for, and got that going in the right direction. And
That's good.
can't really talk about much about that. I don't want people chasing me down or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Right.
some people know what it is, what I'm talking about, but we don't necessarily say it out loud.
It's because you're a babe magnet. That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so no, I'm doing pretty well. It's just a matter of adjusting to the new parameters of what I'm gonna have, if you will.
Mhm.
Uh, and it's nice to have that challenge than trying to figure out the other way. When you don't have it, and you're trying to figure out how to, you know what I mean, how to survive,
Yeah,
whatever.
definitely.
But yeah. So anyway, let's see. We got two people here. That would be you and Bobby and myself. So we actually have three people, but two people watching. I guess is what it's saying.
What's Bobby doing
No,
tonight?
hey Bobby. Yeah, how you doing? We're gonna have him come on. I mean, if he wanted to. He's kind of shy though. You always want to be on the screen. He does this radio stream thing that he does all the time, and so he's comfortable with that. But that's his own. He's in charge of it. He does what he wants on there, and you've seen it right before. You've been there when he does his
We're on Bobby's channel.
yeah, on his radio thing where he sings.
Oh yeah. I watched him play his games and do his radio show.
Yeah, yeah, he has some weird games that he plays.
Don't they
Only
all?
weird because only weird because you wouldn't think Bobby would play those kinds of games. But anyway, yeah, totally different personality when it comes to game playing. That's okay though.
Mhm.
That's the fantasy world, so it doesn't really make any difference in that case. In my opinion,
Right. That's
it
fun to
doesn't mean.
watch.
Yeah, and I think it's just entertainment mostly. As long as you don't try to take it seriously and live it for real, live the game for real. You got a problem.
Right.
Now we
We
got
can't
three.
all be Ghostbusters.
Now we got three people. Oh no, it says wait no. Does it say three? Yeah, it says three
No,
on
it's just
Errt
us two.
Radio.
Unless
Okay,
I
now
was
it says
supposed
two.
to.
Now it says two. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading it wrong with these glasses. I need new glasses. That's something I'm gonna get real soon. So, but
That's
actually
all
get a
right.
real.
While we're waiting for the room to fill up, I'm gonna smudge a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, so I was talking about well, I can talk about a dream I had, which was really kind of weird. This was, all before Russia invaded Ukraine. I mean, this dream happened probably about. It dealt with what I would classify Russians. Okay, that's who I thought they were in my dream. All right, but what was interesting was I was. And this is the funny part. You're gonna laugh at this one because everyone does. I was working at a McDonald's in Washington State. Okay, and I
Oh
was,
dear. That was a
a cook.
nightmare, wasn't it?
I was a cook or whatever, and I never worked at McDonald's, but I have worked at Taco Bell before in my life, and worked at uh worked at Pizza Hut for 9 years in North Carolina. But anyway, in this vision that I saw though, I was working at this McDonald's restaurant. And then all of a sudden, these soldiers were marching down from the north. In other words, they're taking over, everything. And then, of course, they came to McDonald's, and well, they couldn't put everybody in the freezer because they had to eat, right? Somebody had to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what I got to do? Even though I didn't agree with their philosophy, but in order to stay
Oh, so you
alive,
were cooking.
sometimes in order to stay alive, you have to do some things that you might not necessarily agree with. And I don't know if that makes you a
Cannibalism.
totally, like you have to feed the bad guy in order to survive. If you don't feed them, then they
Mm-hmm.
kill you and they eat anyway, and you're gone. But anyway, in this dream though, they were all happy and they didn't hurt anybody else. They just had their meal and they went on their way. And it was like, okay, that was sure a weird one. And I don't know why I had that vision like that. So, but that was weird. So that was quite a long time ago when I had that vision. I don't remember when now, but it was a long time ago. But I still remember it like it just happened. So, and then when the
Do you think
betrayed
that
thing,
dream may have indicated you fueling a group of people that weren't really good people in real life? Do you think the dream indicated something that represented in your day-to-day life?
no, I don't think I have, as far as I can tell, everyone that I'm surrounded with now seems to be on the level and on a positive on a positive realm, so to speak. They're we're all
Okay.
working together and make our little world a little bit better, you know.
Oh yeah.
So and so yeah, that dream maybe at the time possibly, you know, maybe at the time I
Mhm.
had that issue where I might have had some people that were negative, and perhaps that's where the thought was coming from, you know. And my dream just kind of like expanded it to a major situation, you know, and a much more detail where I was working and had to feed soldiers that I didn't agree with, which that could be anything. But it could be people I'm dealing with and I didn't like them or whatever, and I had to feed them anyway, or it's like I was cooking or whatever, whatever that might mean, I don't know. But yeah, that was just kind of weird. So just super weird on that one. And then let's see, I haven't had any really crazy dreams except now in real open awake time I was awake. Oh, there's your other name in there. Now that's you, or is that someone else?
I'm still getting a weird connection with my internet. I'm wondering if I need to shut my phone down because that's what I'm
And
running StreamYard on.
and use a computer. Are you on the chat now?
Say that again.
Are you on the chat now?
Yeah, that's me that posted, "Hey, hey,
Okay.
everyone."
I want to make
Just like
sure.
a little welcome thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
want to
thanks.
make sure. Want to make sure. So that's good to know.
I don't
All
know.
right.
It seemed
Yeah.
like I had a doppelganger not too long ago.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at, making sure that was you. I thought it was. Because I remember you had that name before. So, but then
Yeah, Lady V Element.
the other night though, I was sitting here and I still got 3 feet of snow in my front yard. There would be no kids out there playing, and it's still not very warm at night. You know,
Mm.
but it sounded like they were uh, uh, maybe 5 or 6 kids out there laughing and playing and everything like that. Hey,
Oh,
Genghis,
wow.
what's going on, Genghis? And I didn't get up to look because I was thinking if I got up to look and I actually saw somebody out there playing, that would be really weird.
Mm-hmm.
And that would mean that I was seeing something that maybe I shouldn't be seeing. You know what I mean?
Were
And
you a little
so,
scared? to look out and see them?
Well, I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and pretend I didn't hear that. And then finally it went away.
Right.
And and this was real. This was
Like when you
real
see
time.
shadows.
Yeah, and this was in real time. Now I wasn't imagining it. Maybe I was. I don't know, but I don't think I was. And I heard Bishop Long talking about the laughter and the EVP. Now if you hear it audibly, then that, that's a class A EVP when you hear it
Hmm.
audible. Okay, when you hear it in
Yeah.
physical form, or an out of body spirit, right? I guess it's an out of body spirit when you hear it audible. So I'm not sure. Hey, Julie, how you doing? All right, and so
Hey,
anyway,
Jules.
these kids were laughing and playing. They sounded happy, but it was like I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it, and I didn't feel any negative vibes to it. I felt peaceful and happy about them playing, and I didn't care if they were playing on my front yard as long as they don't get hurt. I don't want them to get hurt, obviously, because then they can come back on me, and I could have to pay a lot of money out. So we don't want that to happen. But if you're playing on my front yard, it's kind of at your own risk. Oh, we lost Lady V. All right, she'll be back. And so anyway, it was just weird with these kids laughing, and then, like I said, I got 3 feet of snow in the front yard, so I don't know what that was all about. So then the other night, I was sitting there, and I was okay. Yep, come on back when you get it fixed. I'll let you back in. The other night I was sitting here, and I could have swore I didn't feel negative, but I could feel energy as if somebody was watching me. Okay. Julie, do you want to come on in the chat? And well, I'll put it in here, and if you want to join for a minute, you can. If you're too tired or you're just visiting, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just I'll put it there, and then I'll let you decide for yourself if you want to join. Okay, and anyone else that might want to join. But we're just having an open roundtable discussion, not really talking about much of anything. We're doing some card readings here in a little bit. I wanted Venus as my co-host tonight. I asked Julie, but she's not going to be staying too long, I don't think. So I don't want to keep her up too long if she don't want to stay up long. And then I would like to have someone do a card reading for me, um, and then I'll do card readings for everyone else, or we can alternate. We can each do card readings for each one of us do it. Venus, you can click on that link in the chat. Oh, she's restarting her device. Okay. So when she comes back, she can click on that link right there, or click on the other one. But yeah, so anyway, I was sitting here thinking somebody was watching me, right? So I'm looking out the front door and don't see nobody there, no eyes looking in, nothing. I can definitely feel someone watching me though. And so, yeah, no worries, Julie. I just want to give you that option if you wanted to jump on and say hi, but that's okay. I understand. Uh, you got a lot going on. You got a lot of stuff happening, and a lot of work doing, a lot of work you're doing, and so yeah, that gets a lot of energy that's being used, and if you're not replacing it or getting rested up, that's a little bit challenging. So I know about that too. So anyway, um, I just kind of waited until I took my medication though, my normal time, my sleeping medication I take. Took that, and at 2 o'clock, and I'm supposed to go to sleep, half hour I'm out, but no, I'm struggling to stay awake until 4 o'clock. All right, Venus is back. All right. Uh oh, now what happened here? Okay, what happened?
There we go. Yeah, I
Oh, there
lost
we go.
connection, so I ended up having to reboot.
Yeah, and I clicked on
Sorry.
your add to stream, and then everything went gray, and I was like, oh boy. So anyway, I was just talking about the watcher that was watching me. I could feel the energy watching me. Again, not negative, just I can feel the energy. Okay, and
Hmm.
so I took my medication like I normally do at the normal time. It's supposed to put me out in a half an hour, and I'm asleep. But no, because I'm trying to find out who this watcher is. I'm trying to stay awake
Hmm.
and see who this watcher is. You know what I mean? And so I'm waiting to see if he appears, or if aliens pop in my living room or whatever. You know, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. And I again,
You never
not
show
negative.
up?
No, they didn't show up, but the energy was there. Remember, I was telling you I can sense when the UFOs are in the air. Even though I don't see them, I know that
Hmm.
they're up there in the sky. Okay. Now, um, most people, what I have noticed since I've been talking about that over the last maybe 2 years, I've been talking about this energy that I sense on these UFO craft. I don't know if they're flying saucers, whatever it is. It's not ours, okay? But it can be a cloudy sky, can't see nothing, but yet I sense energy that's not normal, okay? And that would be
Hmm.
a electrical output of the spacecraft or whatever, magnetic output possibly. Some kind of output that's making me sense it, okay? Now, in this case here, this is a spiritual energy of some sort that I sense, and I can feel it. And I'm not saying I feel like any kind of temperature change or anything like that. I don't feel negative. I don't feel any kind of danger. I feel an energy in my local area, right next to me or in the same room. Okay, if that makes any sense. And it's like when you're at the grocery store and you know when someone's standing next to you, even though you might not see them at the moment. You look into something on the shelf and someone's standing beside you, and you know they're standing beside you, even though you might not be looking right at them, but you know that they're there. Okay,
Or
everyone
that
has.
creepy feeling that somebody's following you or watching you whenever
Yeah,
you're off somewhere.
that's kind of, now it wasn't quite that negative, but that's kind of like what it was, that they're checking up on me, whoever it was, and they're always checking up on me. All right,
Hmm.
but this time I caught them. This time I caught them, and I felt their energy, and I knew they were checking up on me. I could sense it. So I just waited. I said, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'll stay up all night if I have to. Well, 4 o'clock comes around and I'm out. I'm gone. The bill finally kicked in, and 4 hours later, though, I'm awake at 8 o'clock, and this pill is
Oh
supposed to be
no.
This pill is supposed to be a 10 hour sleeping pill. So 4 hours later, though, I'm wide awake, ready to go, and I didn't notice anything different or weird or anything like that. Just the fact that they're watching all the time. I believe someone is. Um,
Of course they
you
are.
you did you did a remote view of my house before. You did see some energies here, and
Hmm.
you've seen a few different ones that I didn't necessarily know for sure, but I could sense that there was something here, but I couldn't tell where. And then you pointed out where it was, and that made sense. and then there was some other stuff that we both agreed on that you didn't know. I didn't tell you until after you told me what you saw. So yeah, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not imagining it. So I know that it's real, and I'm not. It doesn't really bother me unless they get, you know, where they start doing stuff like scratching or hurting me or anything like that. Something like that, or making a lot of noise and where I can't sleep. Then that could be a problem. But so far, luckily, that has not happened. And if you're hearing me talk, don't start tonight. Because we're gonna have to put you out in the cold, and it's colder outside than it is in here. So better be good.
I've woken up with a lot of marks on me from dreams that I've had, and sometimes
Yeah.
not even whenever I can remember my dreams, I'll wake up and have marks on me, and then I'll intuitively know where they came from.
Genghis. Now the one that I had by the upstairs door. This is what he's talking about. The LED lights. Now this is the one that actually works.
Did you get it open?
No, this is the one that works. It's still charged. But see now it'll
Okay.
shut down. It'll shut down automatically. See,
Mhm.
and then I tap it.
Mm.
Now what happens is I have it sitting on the floor, and the one that I'm trying to get open, I have it on the floor, and I'm not near it, not close to it at all. I'm at the doorway of the kitchen, and it's at the doorway on the door jamb of the on the floor, right by the door jamb, sitting there. And you turn it on, and if there's energy, it's supposed to light up. Okay, you know what I mean? So if there's
Yeah.
energy or if there's a vibration of some sort, then it lights up, and then it goes and it does its own thing, and then it turns off when the energy moves by or goes away. And so what was interesting was I was standing at the kitchen door going into the little passageway to the bathroom, but I was coming back around to the chair. But anyway, I saw it start flashing, and I stood still, and then it went off, and then it flashed another time right when I was watching it, and then it went off, and then I thought, well, that's kind of weird. But here is what I'm trying to get apart. Now you can see those pins. See that pin right here
Mhm.
on that top part or on the bottom part, and there's another pin on the top part that you're supposed to twist this thing counterclockwise to where they line up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I had a camera reverses
And
the.
they aren't glued together, or maybe
Uh,
overheated and fused together.
I don't know that it's glued together, but you can see those two different pins there on each side of the board. Okay. Now we're supposed to turn it counterclockwise on the top half. Turn it counterclockwise, but it does not want to move. I'm thinking I want
What's
to
the
get.
red thing?
I want to just
What's
take
that
my
red
hand.
peg sticking out of the top of it?
That's the switch. That's
Okay.
the switch. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you when it works. Okay, watch. Okay, see a switch.
Mhm.
And so, like I said, it'll stop flashing when there's no movement or very little movement. And then
Okay.
if there's any movement, then of course it'll start flashing again. Now this will work like if there's any movement if I shake it, or if a cat plays with it, or if a spirit walks by. Okay, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
that's how they're supposed to work. And this one that I have that I can't get apart. This is the one that had that two instances where it flashed, and I didn't do nothing to make it flash. And that was really weird. But I mean, that's what they're designed to do. And so sometimes, like on some of the investigations, you'll see people, they'll have these out around the room, and they'll ask the spirit to make the cat ball to flash, so they don't know that they're there,
Right.
And if it flashes, that means you have communication with the spirit, you know what I mean, or whoever it is that's doing that.
I think that's a
So
cool technique.
yeah, and there's some other forms that they use that kind of use the same thing. Some people use a flashlight. Some people use what they call a REM pod. It's a little more technical and a little bit more sensitive. Um, some other
Mhm.
things, EVP meter, which gives you energy readings of the area that you're in.
EV Peter.
Yeah, EVP no, EVP not voice. Is it voice? No, electromagnetic. EMF,
That's
electromagnetic,
EMP.
EMP, electric magnetic. I don't know what the P
An
would
EMP
stand.
is an electromagnetic pulse. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
EVP
yeah.
has to
Well,
be
it's the one that usually has.
electromagnetic.
Yeah, it's the one that has the red lights, or the green, yellow, and red lights, and depending on
Genji,
how
what's it called? I know you got it.
yeah, and how it goes close, however close it gets to the unit you have sitting on the floor, it'll make the lights flash. If it's red, then that means it's like right on top of it, and it's like you can be asking it questions, and it'll actually light those lights up depending on how close they are to the unit that you're hanging on to or that you have on the floor. Usually you put it on the floor and just let it sit there. So, but yeah, so all that, and then some people have, I got some cameras here, but they're nothing like what they use on their investigations. But my cameras will work. I got several different ones that I have that are 4K cameras, mostly. I have one that's 8K, I think it is, and then I have my cell phone. I like the regular standalone video camera just to be able to get whatever is moving. You know what I mean? And sometimes the camera will actually react to energy that we don't see. Okay, and it doesn't even have to have special filters and anything. Sometimes it'll pick it up by itself just because it senses some kind of electric force that it senses. And that's why people like if you have full batteries. Sometimes batteries will go dead fast, real fast. So,
Oh yeah.
all right. So now let's see. We got some people now. Genghis, you never hang around long enough to get a card reading. And Bobby was here first. We should do Bobby first. But unless Venus wants to do me first, and then
I say do the birthday boy first.
what's that?
I said let's
What's
do
that?
the birthday boy first.
Yep. Go ahead. You go ahead and whatever deck you want to use, whatever you like. Go ahead and go ahead and do a reading for me, please.
All
And
right. I'm gonna use the
Since it's Friday, I'll give you time and a half. All right. Time and a half times zero is how
double
much?
time.
There you go.
Double time. You can pay me for the birthday stripper shit too.
There you go. Okay, tell me what deck you're using.
The Thoth Tarot deck by
The what?
Aleister Crowley.
The what tarot deck?
Thoth, the Egyptian god of knowledge and
Oh,
medicine.
oh yeah, nice. Okay. And I asked you to do this reading today because tomorrow is my birthday. Not trying to toot my own horn, but I just wanted to put that out there while we're doing the reading today for me. And I kind of
This is
wanted to,
a birthday reading.
I wanted to kind of look into, well, we could maybe do that tomorrow, you know. But for now, we can look into like what does the year have, basically, you know.
All right, we
Um,
are pulling the solar return, is what we're going to call it.
the what?
Solar
Like,
return when the sun returns back to your exact point.
oh yeah. Julie, it senses, I think, primarily just energy itself. I don't know if it's human energy or what kind of. Genghis was asking if it was static from the carpet because it was sitting, but it's on a pretty thick plastic ball, so I don't know if that would affect it. But it could. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't or it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what made it flash, but I don't think it was me. Um, it's just kind of strange that it was flashing on its own. I think one of these times I'm going to set it. I got like 15 of these balls. Not all of them are going to be dead, but this one wore out because it was sitting
Hmm.
there. So I can put another one out there and put a camera on it, and then go to the store. You know what I mean? And just allow the camera to take a look at the light and see what happens. And if it starts flashing and going off on its own, it's not me. Obviously, I wouldn't be here. And so then it would be a spiritual energy that would cause it to do that. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'll be 62 years old. Holy cow! I never thought I'd say
62
that.
years young.
Yeah, young. I don't know when I stopped wondering what the next decade. You ever do that? Like, oh, what is 1970 going to be like? What is
Right,
1980 going to?
yeah.
What is 1990 going to be like? And it's like we gave up doing that.
I think hitting 30s was like the first major one, like, oh shit, we're not immortal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like we're going through the same craziness year after year after year that we got to put up with. And I'm not trying to put anyone down or trying to pick sides or nothing like that. So don't get mad. I'm just saying, just in
Okay.
general, we're going through the same craziness year after year, and it's like, what do we really have to look to? You know what I mean? Um, I mean, we got a lot on our own little table. We got a lot to look to, but as far as in general, what do we have to look to? Okay. They were just talking about today. Again, not getting political or not trying to upset anybody, but our debt limit is gone. We're out of money. Okay, and yet who gave who what amount of money to where, and why did they do that when they're supposed to take care of here first? Okay, so we got to take care of ourselves mainly, and now as we do that, we learn to help each other and help take care of other people that are close to us, but not the whole world. You know what I mean? We got to make
Hmm.
our own house strong. We got to make our country strong. Okay, if that makes any sense. Again, I'm not trying to ruffle anybody's feathers. Please don't get upset at me. And if you don't agree with
Who
me,
would
that's
get
fine.
upset?
I don't know.
Is it? Are you saying that in reference to my Putin supportive skills?
No, 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 no. I'm just saying. Like if YouTube gets mad at me for talking about stuff I don't know about,
Oh,
misinformation or whatever. Well, what I just said,
yeah.
all the stuff I just got done saying is all over the news, so it's not like I'm making anything up. So, but
All
yeah,
right. Well, I've got your cards drawn. for your
Oh, good.
reading, your solar return reading. That is your birthday reading.
Okay.
And the overall energy in your read is the Ace of Wands, which can indicate new beginnings, definitely things that you're passionate about, awakening. This could be a new project that you get an idea on, is going to be awakening within you. And then we have the Seven of Discs, which is about investments. There is something that's probably not going to pan out for you, but the universe doesn't want you to fret over that because it's going to lead you to something much better. When in fact, that previous investment could have been quite the burden for you to hold on to. It
Yeah.
is asking you to release it so that you can open yourself up for something that they do need you to do, something that is more fulfilling.
Okay.
And then we have you transmuting energy, based off of what you decide to either put on the back burner or put it on hold. You're going to grow interested in something else that's going to turn out to be, again, something much more fulfilling. It's also going to be very passionate for you. Like you're going to enjoy doing this. It's going to awaken almost like the kid in you is going to be alive all over again because that's how
Mm.
much you're going to be interested in it. There is some oppression toward the end of your solar year, which would be right around this time next year. You're going to start feeling a little sad, a little burdensome, and maybe looking back on what you let go of. And that could be another time for you to re examine what you are now about to put on the back burner.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Charles. How you doing? Yeah, that's interesting. Now the wands, the Ace of Wands. The wand is air. Is that air? Is that correct?
Fire,
Oh, I was close.
passion, spirit.
I was close.
You know, a lot of readings, the Ace of Wands indicates like a sexual affair.
Oh boy.
But in your case, it probably doesn't represent that. I'm just saying it's like an
Yeah.
awakening, like a something
Yeah.
you're really passionate about, something you're going to enjoy, something you're going to be excited about.
That's interesting because well, we got Maureen started on her show. She's newest
Hmm.
Ertling, as we're called, Ertlings, and
Yeah, I'm loving her shows. Those are so fun.
and she's connecting. She's connected to so many different people. I didn't even have a clue as to who she was connected with, and she's connected with a lot of important people in that field of the paranormal stuff. And I don't care about her personal preferences or how she thinks or what she believes in. What I care about is what she knows and how she can transmit it or share it to the general
Right.
public. You know, and that's what I care about. Get the message out there. And as a Christian, it's hard to maybe grab hold of some of this stuff because it's kind of opposite of what you might say polar opposite, if you will. From what the Bible says, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I don't know if some of the things that it says we shouldn't do, if we're even reading that correctly. Okay, does that make sense? So, like for
It
instance,
does.
if you look in the book of, say, the book of Romans, in the beginning of the book, it says this letter is written to the church at where? This book is written to the church at Rome. Okay? In the book of Corinthians, first and second book, this letter is written to the church at Corinth. Not saying it doesn't
Hmm.
apply to us necessarily, but it was written to those people. And I don't mean any disrespect when I say that. It was written to those people at that time. Okay? And so when we read it
Right.
in this time, it's like, is that really what that meant? I
No,
don't
you're
know if that
right
makes.
because everything has a different meaning now than it did back then.
And like some would say, oh, dowsing rods are evil. You know what they use dowsing rods for? finding
Where to
oil
find
and
water?
water. Yeah, to know where to plant your farm, they find water. Exactly.
Hmm.
They find oil. They find gold. I've found gold with my dowsing rod. I've used it for hunting spirits. Actually, it actually does work. And or I don't like to say hunting spirits necessarily, but just for simplicity reasons, I use that term so people know what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, so I've used dowsing rods for that. I wouldn't necessarily call them evil. I don't call tarot cards evil though. A lot of people say, "Oh, tarot cards are evil." No,
No, everything's a tool.
yeah, and I think it depends on your intention, how you're using it, what you intend to get out of it, and then that is the uh, what the result will be. Okay, if that makes any sense, sir. So when I do a reading, I do it with the intention. Like I was watching this one guy, and he talked about that on his stream. He was saying, well, first he asked the spirit to give him the message that he needs to share with the person he's reading for. And he's talking about
Hmm.
the Holy Spirit, basically, the source, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. You know, so he's looking at outside um, a spiritual source to help guide him to share the correct message to the person that he's reading for, which I think we all should kind of do that in a way. I usually just kind of
Yeah,
lean.
there's
I
a
kind of
premeditation involved with it.
yeah. But I do really read from a positive point of view. I don't try to say anything negative. I don't try to put a spin. I don't try to put a personal spin on it or anything like that. So, but do you want a reading tonight?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Now,
Read me, darling.
I was paying you time and a half. Now this is going to cost you. No, just kidding. So I'm using my favorite, card. Okay, so I've gotten
Charles
used to
wants
these.
to assimilate us.
Huh?
Charles, he wants to
What?
assimilate us.
Assimilated. So, all right. So, let me
Guardian
see.
angels, those look cool.
Um, 3 or 4 shuffles.
Three. I'm always gonna do everything in threes. Threes,
Three,
sixes, nines.
three, and then a cut. Now, what I like to do is I usually take them from the middle of the deck, and then I
Hmm.
cut the deck from the top of the deck. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then that way it kind of shuffles them up. Now, what's really weird is when I do that, sometimes I still get the same damn card over 2 or 3 times in a row, and it's like, how is that possible when I shuffle it? And that card's supposed to be in the other side of the deck, and it winds up. You know what I mean?
While you're shuffling, is there something that you're thinking about, or how do you program it, basically?
I personally ask for the message I need to share with you,
Hmm.
and if I'm doing like general reading, like I do on my tarot minute, you know, take a minute to pick a card, I'll shuffle it and I'll ask the message for the group in general, and then what's interesting about that is that everyone who looks at the cards, even if they don't like tarot cards, they end up finding a card that might jump out. You know, oh, I like that card.
Hmm.
You know, um, so it doesn't matter if you're into it or not or whatever. You're gonna find something that you like about it. And these cards all have positive messages on them. See that one?
Mm.
Now,
Embrace those around you.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot my computer was touchscreen. Hang on, let me go back
Well,
to it.
I'll send you the picture so you can read it later.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
But this is the number, what is that, five? Trying to read, yeah, number five. Okay, number five, which in these cards, that would be the major arcana. Okay, with those numbers on there, you
You
know
know
what I
what I'm
mean?
seeing in that card? Like somebody spending time with her kids, and that is something I need to do more of.
What's that now?
The card, it was indicating a woman with her children, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And that is something I've been planning in between work and stuff, spending more time with the children.
Okay, kind of work more with the family. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, and embrace those around you is what the card says. But I'll take a picture of all these. So, hold on. Actually, I'll take them separately, and then we'll do each one if that's okay. So,
Yeah.
and then I'll let you read what it says, and then you can make your decision as to how that fits with you. And my phone was acting all kind of crazy yesterday, and I was getting ready. I was thinking I had to get a new phone, which is no biggie. I could do it, but I really didn't want to spend that much money on a phone at this moment. But I can, but I don't really want to. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah,
that
nobody wants to.
just having to change over the phone, big headache. Now the good thing is that most of my stuff is saved up to the Samsung Cloud or on the Google Drive or whatever the heck it is, and so
Hmm.
all that's saved there, so that way it can
You got
easily.
a SIM card in there too, right? Like a memory card. What do they call
What's
those
that?
things? The little miniature, the little
Yeah,
memory card thing that you stick in your phone.
yeah.
You've got one of
Well,
those too, right?
this one here, it was a SIM card that came unseated. For some reason or another, it decided not to be connecting to the phone.
Yeah, so
And
you could
I
transfer everything over, service and everything. Pretty easy.
so so there's your card on Skype. I don't know if you can get that when you're on the video call here,
Yeah, I
but
can pull it.
I know. See now, this one here is the three of action, and there's the picture.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, three of action, and again, I'll take that picture for you so you can take a look at it more closely. Julie is helping Charles. They're gonna take us over. Oh boy. All right. So yeah, I'll just take each picture of each card. So there you see. See now I got to learn how to tell the stories on these things. You know what I mean? Kind of learn how to work up the story on this. That's a kid with a model boat at the coastline, right? Looks like a model boat. When you look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Um, things are working out beautifully now that your ship has come in. I don't know, is this for you or for me? Oh boy. Anyway, it's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your success or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. So you can travel here anytime you want. That was weird, wasn't it? Uh, It's probably too cold here most of the time. Most of the year it's too cold here. All right, so be ready to explore your options. Okay, that makes sense. Uh oh. Hold on. We are the earthly expression of a spiritual being. We have great potential. You are right. Venus, are you still here? Okay, she's Venus.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, there you go. Now I can hear you. Six of
For some
abundance.
reason, it mutes whenever I've got Skype pulled up. I'm so sorry. I thought you could hear everything I was saying.
No, you were talking to yourself or whoever's listening.
Oh, why does
Okay,
that feel so familiar?
this is a six of abundance. So
Abundance.
on that last card I was just talking about, is the kid was working with a model boat. Okay,
Hmm.
and then he was deciding what to do. Should he keep going on the same direction, or he has a kind of like a perplexed look on him, trying to figure out what to do next. Now, this one here, you
Right.
have the angel. You have some people offering things to the angel. It looks like, or receiving things from the angel. Yeah, receiving from the angel. That's right. I see that now. See that
Hmm.
the angel is giving something to them, and they get their bowl out or whatever, and
Yeah.
they're pouring. She's pouring it out from the horn of some kind or whatever. And angel, you can see the angel there. So I'll give you that picture and you can look closely at it. I like this deck. This deck is pretty. I'm actually getting pretty good at understanding what the hell it's saying instead of just looking at the pictures.
So previously with that three, it was similar to the three of wands, waiting on the ships to come in, waiting for a change, waiting for direction.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
this one is similar to the six of coin or the six of discs.
yeah, yeah. Or pentacles, six of pentacles, maybe.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes more sense than when you look at it that way from the regular tarot lineup. And I'm sure if I read all about the rules and I'd understand that, but no, I don't do that.
No. Sometimes it's best to do it intuitively. Then you're not confined
Yeah,
to the tradition or what's
yeah.
laid
Then you
out.
kind of get your own understanding of what you're actually looking at instead of someone else's idea.
Charles, do you see
Huh?
what he put? As long as it's not goat dropping.
No, boy. Oh boy. He's awake tonight.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, there's that one there. Now you can look at that one. And you can look at all. You want one more card? You want four? Or you want three?
Let's go six.
You want one more? You want six? Okay, you want double three? Well, okay. You got it.
Oh, that's a
So
good
yeah.
idea. Even if it is goat droppings, you could plant flowers around it.
Now this one here is interesting. Uh, nine of action. Woman's feeding the lambs or the sheep, right?
Amount of action. Hmm. That represents the Nine of Wands, guarding something, protecting something, and that's what she's doing, right? Watching over
Yeah.
her sheep.
Yep. She's a shepherd, so to speak. I don't know if there was any
Huh.
woman shepherd in the sense of general.
Well, I'm sure there were after they killed their husbands who would watch the flock.
Yep. Somebody would have to watch it. But normally it was the man that would take care of all that. But yeah, if he was out and he went to
Yeah, that's true.
had to go to war or something, and who had to watch the sheep?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had to watch the sheep. That's a good question. If David was a shepherd, who watched his sheep when he went he became king? Yeah, I
Right, what
guess he
happened to his
employed.
sheep?
I guess he had people watch them, and he hired people. Obviously, he had money to do that. Obviously, okay.
Well, like he
Nine of
brought his
Ashes.
sheep to his kingdom and had them walking around in his courtyard.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. So that's a pretty good way to do that. I like that. You get to see that right away. And then okay. Well now you get another you like this one. I always say that. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, but it sure looks good. Even on the regular tarot cards I'll do that. Oh, this looks like a good one. And then even on the one that might not be so good, then when you look at it correctly, you realize, oh, that's a new beginning in some cases, Not necessarily bad idea. Like say if you look at the devil card for instance, you might think, oh, that's an evil or bad card. And then when you
No, I
realize,
actually like the devil card. It talks about indulgence, but also pleasure.
yeah,
And we do need that from time to time.
yeah. And then here's this one here though. Look at that. Win-win solution. And number 12 or number 14 rather. Remember you had number 5 earlier. Remember now to get
Hmm,
the major arcana, look at that there on that picture.
it's pretty.
Okay. So now you don't see any evil messages with these cards, do you? Like
No,
some people say that tarot cards are evil. Well, I don't see anything
I
evil
have a
about
I have a dirty mind though. I tend to see dirty things in all the cards sometimes if I'm looking
it.
hard enough.
And that card's already damaged. It's gone. I've been using it so much. Oh well, too bad. I was looking at some new tarot cards I could get. I'm thinking about getting that. And they're gold. Of course, I love gold.
Yeah, you do. There's some really pretty gold decks out.
And they have waterproof gold, waterproof and wear proof. I always got the ends of my
Hmm.
cards getting beat up all the time. Well, that's in the picture actually. That's
Those
not me.
waterproof ones are really cool because you can take them traveling with you.
Yeah,
And I've even watched readers get in the hot tub with them, and they're pretty durable.
yeah. I might get those because they're like about $15, I guess. And they're lighter weight cards. For the standard deck,
Are you planning
standard
on
deck.
taking a spiritual bath while you're giving us a reading, though?
I don't know about that. A spiritual bath? Okay, well, maybe a spiritual one, yeah, but not a real bath. That would be kind of weird.
Yes, it would be awkward. It'd be fun though. You'd enjoy it. You'd be nice and relaxed.
All right, all right. So now I think this is your sixth one, right? Coming up. Is that right? You sixth one.
Hmm.
You got five. You got five, right?
Yep.
You
Oh,
should
did
put
you
it
show me
on
the
start.
devil card?
No, No, I was just talking about when you draw a devil card in a regular
Oh,
tarot card reading, and some
oh,
would say that that's a bad card to draw. And no, I sent you the pictures of each one I sent you, or that I read.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I was just talking about the different cards. Like, say, for instance, you might think the Fool is a negative card. You know, the Fool with the zero on his negative card, but really the Fool just means new beginning. And a lot of times, you know, you're kind of carefree, ready
Right.
to go and try a new thing. You know, all right,
The Fool card kind of represents trust.
yeah,
Trust
yeah,
in God or the universe to guide you into that new
yeah,
direction. Having faith.
yeah. So, Guardian of Action. Okay,
Huh.
Guardian of
So is
Action.
that like the page, the knight, or the king?
Guardian would be. I'm gonna have to look at that. Actually, I have to do
I
more
think it'd be
research.
the king. The king of fire is what that feels like to me.
Hmm. Yeah,
He's a spicy one.
I'm gonna research that. Make sure I know what I'm talking about, so I can answer that. That's a good question. These are not your standard tarot card deck. If I had the standard one, it would be different. I'd know what I'm talking about. Well, maybe not, but at least I look like I know what I'm talking about. All right.
Let's Google it.
Well, it's kind of like you can interpret this on your own and see what it means, and
Hmm.
consider it for your own delight, for your own meaning, so that I don't mislead you into anything that you want to kind of understand about what's going on here. Okay. All right. There we go. Almost got it. There we go. Trying to get it looking as good as I can without cutting anything off. I think I got it right. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That should be six. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep, that's six. There you
Awesome.
go. And you can take a look at those anytime you want and see what you think it means to you at the moment. All right. Who's the next victim?
Step right up. Sign up those soul contracts.
Yeah. So hopefully those cards mean something to you, and even if parts of them mean something to you, that means I did pretty good. So, and Bobby,
Well,
are
if
you
I
still
open
here?
them, is he
What's
still
that?
here? I think he's
Huh?
busy. He's multitasking. So is
Yeah.
Gingy. Gingy's like in and out.
Yeah. Well, I was watching Mark D'Antonio over there for 30 minutes or so, 20 minutes, whatever, when he first started. And of course, I had to come over here and
You're
do
still awake.
do my own show. That's all right though.
There's Bubby.
There's Bobby. Okay, four cards, please. Okay. All right, where's Ufi at? I told Ufi I was going to have this show. And I do reading for her if she wanted. We got five people watching somewhere. All right. All right. Let's see if I can get different cards this time. Oh,
I want to
now
shuffle your
Bob.
cards for you so bad.
What now?
I said I want to shuffle your cards for you so bad.
Because I don't do it right.
No, I mean you do it in your own way. That's why.
Yeah, I do it the way
It's
that
nothing wrong with it though.
I do it the way that I have control over them, and I don't destroy the cards. If I try to do it like the normal shuffle, I destroy cards. I end up losing it. Bobby, I'll take a picture of this for you. New beginning. I had that card from Bobby before at another time. That's the
New
zero, as you can
beginning.
tell. So that would be like the Fool. But you see how that's new beginning with the zero of this major arcana. Okay, so now the Fool is a zero on a regular tarot card deck, correct?
Hmm.
And so then this is the same kind of thing. See, so new beginning. That's what that means. And I'll get a picture for that, Bobby. You can read the whole thing. I'm not gonna try to read it now.
What you starting over with, Bobby? Give us the soup
Um,
after.
yeah. I'm not sure if he's starting over or maybe refining something that he has to work on. He has to make.
Back to basics.
Yeah. Sometimes not necessarily a new beginning from scratch. It could be just a new redoing of what you already have.
Right, or a new
Okay.
perspective on how to do something.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And also on these cards, sometimes when you read the whole reading, you're looking at the card, you think, oh, that doesn't apply to me. But read the whole reading and then think about what
Hmm.
even part of it, if it's just one little part of it, says something for you, you know, that's the part you want to pay attention to. Okay. Now, some will say, oh, well, all of that applies to me, but not in every case. Okay. So, in
Hmm.
most of our cases, we're going to get a couple of lines out of here that, okay, that does make sense, or the rest of it doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't have to make sense. Like, for instance, one about, if I get one about getting married, well, I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, I'm not, I'm certainly not looking for it, not planning it.
Well, there's
Um,
different types of marriages too, though. There's spiritual marriages, or what seems like companionship contracts
yeah,
that you would sign with
yeah,
people that you're in
yeah.
league with.
So there's your first card, Bobby. I had to make sure I changed names on Skype. That would have been messed up if I sent you that card. Oh boy. You okay? After I get Bobby, Julie, you're next. Would you like 3 cards or 4 cards for you, Julie? Now, see, now Bobby got the lucky 2 major arcana cards at the same reading. Now you had 2 because you had 6 cards, but he has 2 and he only has 4 cards. So there's something to that too when that happens. Fair decisions. Number the 6 or no, number 8. Number 8. Unicorn and fair decisions. Okay.
Hmm.
What does that mean to you, Venus? Thinking of Bobby. Thinking of Bobby. What do you think that
Fair
means?
decisions. It seems like diplomacy. You know, being fair,
Ah,
unbiased about something when he maybe
yeah.
needs to make a decision. Try to keep his own personal opinions out of it while making that decision.
Ah, good point. I think that's a good lesson for all of us. And we can't take everything so damn personal.
Right, I do that too. I take everything to heart. It's so impossible to deal
And
with sometimes.
normally it's not going to change anything if we do, except it's just going to make us upset, you know,
Right, it'll make us crazy,
because we're not
which
going to
some of
agree
us
with
already
something.
are.
We're not going to agree with something that somebody else says, or we're going to say, "Oh no, that's wrong" or whatever. No, you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
We're supposed to work together and try to understand each other's opinions. And I always like to say, we all got one, and what is it that we all have?
An
We all got
asshole.
Yep.
I mean, opinions.
We all got one, and we all got an opinion, right? So there you go. And you said it, I didn't. Um, anyway, here you go, Bobby. Share it with you now. There's card number two, I think. Yeah, card number two. There you go. Card number three coming up. Yeah, so everyone's got one, and you decide what I'm talking about. Um, not everyone's gonna be right, you know. Uh, but 10 of abundance. So that'd be like the 10 of pentacles. That would be usually pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's like loyalty and a healthy investment turning out to be really good for him.
Yeah. There you go, Bobby. And we gotta remember to get Julie right after this. I got one more card, I think.
Very fruitful. Whatever he's starting, if he can leave his emotions and personal
So
opinion out of it while he's doing it, it's going to turn out really
yeah,
good
so look at
overall
that.
from what I've seen.
Look at that. A new beginning was the first card. Fair decisions. Okay. And then 10 of abundance. That's interesting. That's amazing how that all kind of works in sync. And again, I shuffled the cards.
Heck
I
yeah.
didn't set them up. I didn't make this stuff up. Cards are reading it, not me. I'm just sharing them. Right?
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, you wouldn't understand if I wrote anything down, tried to make the tarot card deck, you wouldn't know what the heck I was talking about. Like sometimes late at night when I'm doing a show and it's like I'm talking to myself, just rambling on about nothing, talking about absolutely nothing. And let's see, that's three, right? Okay, one more then. All right, one, two, three. Yep, okay. I'm losing count here. I'm looking at all three cards. All right, and here it is. Three of thought, I think it says. Three of thought.
Ooh, Three of Swords, disappointment, betrayal, heartbreak. That could get in the way if he lets his emotions and personal opinions take over whatever he's starting.
Okay, so Bobby, you gotta relax, man. is,
Take
is
it
that what you're
easy,
trying?
Bubby.
Is that what you're trying to say, Venus? You just gotta relax and just kind of almost
Yeah,
feel.
get a massage. Go to the spa.
But like you
Don't
don't
worry
want to.
about what other people say.
Right. That's what I was gonna say too. Yeah, that's what I was gonna work on getting it across here. Is you have your own plans and don't worry about what someone else is talking about or doing or saying. Someone might not agree with your idea, but don't let that stop you. As long as it's not going to hurt you or the family or anything like that, if it's helping everyone succeed, what you think is
Mhm.
doing the right thing, then go forward with it. And now remember, my personal opinions, I'm not trying to tell you to jump off a bridge or nothing like that. I'm not
Unless you
telling
got
you
a
that.
hang glider with you, then go for it.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, but three of thoughts. Yeah, inviting. Oh no, wait. let me try to read that again. Three of thoughts. Okay, loving angels surround you to heal and comfort you. The Oh, now Bobby, this goes right along with what we talked about on a personal conversation here. Okay, the sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see clearly how important this situation has been for you spiritual for your spiritual growth. Okay, take the time you need to forgive yourself and others so that you can embrace the future with joy. It's hard to read with these glasses because they're all scratched up and everything like that. So that'll be my first thing on my list to get these fixed. All right, Venus, you got that? Taking notes? That'll be the first thing I fix is my glasses. Uh-oh. I'm talking to myself again. Internet? Yeah. All right, Bobby, I sent you the pictures on Skype. Yeah, she'll come back. All right, Julie, you're next. And you want four. That's what I thought you said before. Okay, what's in Julie's mind? What's on Julie's mind? What does Julie want?
He does know that's me in the chat, right?
Yeah, yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Okay, other systems running. Just rain. Okay. Oh, you have rain. Oh yeah. Well, I know with mine. When we had all that snow and ice built up on the trees. Okay, I use basically a radio signal. I call it a high speed dial up. And kind of funny how I say that, but high speed dial up, and mine is a radio signal though, basically using a radio dish antenna to connect with the larger antenna for the service. Okay, that make any sense? And
Mine's
like
supposed to be really good because I use it for work too.
yeah,
I don't know what's going on with it.
and then Bobby, I sent all your cards to your Skype, and Julie, I'll do the same with you to Facebook Messenger for you. Okay, so you can read that. Okay. Well, look at that for Julie, spiritual teacher. Number 9. Sounds like a Beatles tune. Number 9. Number 9. Right? Spiritual teacher. Well, that's right on track there. Yeah, fixed wireless internet. Yeah. No no cable coming to the house. It's just using a radio antenna, basically. I showed you what that looked like on the tower before. Alright, this one's for Julie. She wants 4. So let me see here. Edit. If you have the ability to, also some people, if you can get hardwired into your router with the cable, then it might work better.
Mhm.
But if you're using your phone and that's all you got is Wi-Fi, then that could be the connection issue. That's okay. We'll get through it.
Yeah, mine's wireless, but you kind of have to go wireless with the devices that you use nowadays. So and it's
So
usually fine. It's just we got some rain coming in.
yeah, I was talking about a few weeks ago. I didn't have internet and I had ice all over the trees, and the signal was getting jammed up by the ice on the trees because I used radio signal and it goes through the trees, and well, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Oh, now she's gone again. All right, you're here, Julie. You have spiritual teacher. Major Arcana in this deck can be Major Arcana card number 9, and it says there are great rewards. And okay, wait, let me zoom in on that so I can actually read it better. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. Well, I think you're already on the right track on what you're doing. So you got that figured out. All right, messenger. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Even mine's taking a minute to open up what I need. And I sent that card to your messenger, Julie. Okay. Okay, reset the modem. Come on back. Ooh, another major arcana card. What the heck? Okay. Letting go. Which I think 13, number 13, card number 13, which I think you have been working on personally. I'm not going to get into any personal details, but yeah, I think we all kind of need to do that anyway. So let me get this picture here. All right, number 13. Let me edit that and get it where I can read it correctly. My glasses are in bad shape. I've been dealing with these glasses for a while. Not helping my eyes at all, that's for sure. Okay, now. Okay, letting go. Okay, releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow this situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. I think you had shared a post with that, Julie. I think you had shared a post with that similar situation there. That's interesting that I pick a card that is similar to your post that you shared. Huh. So the card wouldn't know that. Okay, what is that, Bobby? Internet? What? High speed internet? Yeah, my area doesn't have a third. Wait a minute now. Hold on. First one, second one, third one, a third major arcana card. What does all this mean? You got 3 major arcana cards in a 4-card draw. What the heck? Okay. Manifest your dreams, which again, I think you're working on. Number 1. So manifest your dreams, reach for what you're going for, and go for what you're reaching for, whatever. However you want to say that. Huh. That's interesting. Well, this is kind of weird. They got three major arcana cards. Very, very odd. Okay, so that was the number one. That was a major arcana card. It has. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure what all that picture means. You're going to have to look at that and explain that picture to me. Okay, manifest your dreams. You are ready to go. There is no need for additional preparation. Take the first steps towards the changes you desire, even if they're small steps. Notice signs that guide you in the right direction, as well as resources and support that miraculously appear. So keep your eyes open, Julie, for things to happen in your support circle. All right, whoever that is, or whatever that is, keep your eyes open. All right, there you go. That's the third card. Now the fourth card. Let's see, we got another. Okay, okay. Okay, now four of thought. Looks like she's listening to Shell. Seashell. All right. Julie, what do you think about your cards so far? All right, yeah, so Sheldon, she's listening to. Okay. Remember, we all used to do that when we were kids. Go to the beach and pick up one of those shells and listen to it. Never knowing if there was anything in it, but we just did it anyway. No care in the world. All right, fourth thought. Spend time in nature listening for guidance from your angels and your own inner voice, because overanalyzing the situation won't provide the answers you are seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. Now, how many times have I said that about meditation? Check that link out for what? What is that link? High speed internet? Yeah, I don't know. All right, so, oh, wait. Did I send that one to you? Let me check. I don't think I sent that one to you, did I? Oh, if I sent it twice, yeah. No, did I? No. See if you got that twice. If you got that one twice, sorry about that. Yeah, no, I got it right. I got it right. One, two, three, four. There we go. Go ahead and take a look at that. And there you have it. All right. That's it, Julie. That's your cards. All right. Well, I think everyone else is out for the night. Kind of a short night tonight, isn't it? I don't know. All right. So I'm going to look at those cards I was looking at for the waterproof gold color cards. They got one with a nice box to it. Has a metal box, I think. Gold color. And looking at that. And just think it'd be kind of neat to have. That's probably the only thing I'm going to be collecting recently is going to be new tarot card decks and oracle card decks and different things like that. Just because I like reading them, I like seeing the pictures on them. If there's anyone else on Facebook, there's 4 people watching. They're all on our radio. It looks like. Let me see here. Okay. Top 5 internet providers in Jeffers. Yeah, I don't know how much that would be for all that though. Um, yeah, CenturyLink didn't do well for here. They had a cable coming to the house too. Still didn't do well. So yeah. And Hughes internet not very well. And we have 4 people watching on Errt video. I don't know. You're welcome, Julie. Let me know what you think about those cards. I think knowing the situation, what I know of it, uh, what we talked about, uh, I think they're right on. And I didn't pull the cards, and I shuffled it, pulled out the top cards that come up, and that's the ones that come up. And you got 3 major arcana cards out of 4 cards. And normally, a major arcana card in general uh, is a is a good is a good sign. But that means that you need to be really uh, clear. You need to be really clear in your decision making and what you want to accomplish. Don't be um, don't be afraid of stepping forward or stepping through or stepping forward or stepping through the door, so to speak. That's what I'm getting at. Actually, just from those cards, I'm thinking, yeah, you're going in the right direction as it is. You got your books that you're doing and all that, and um, different things that you're working on, projects that you're working on. Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. You did a reading. You did reading for me? Okay, hold on. That's what that was for? I saw that. That was your reading you just did for me. Okay. Um, how do I do this now? Oh, I know how I can do it. Okay, hold on. Let me get that up on the computer here. I can play it right over this here, I believe. How do I share audio though on that? Let me see here. Hold on. There's a way to do it. Share. No. Um. Now I don't see what it is. Present. Is that it? Present. And then share screen. No, wait. I gotta. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Maybe I gotta download it first, Julie. Hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Okay. Oh, okay. Is reward? Okay. Okay. I got. I'm gonna play your audio in a minute if I can get it over. I don't know if you heard that. Um. Okay. First card is reward. Second card is compromise. Third card is move. Fourth card is marriage. Now again, the marriage thing. I don't know about all that. But now I'll go ahead and play that. I'll see. Tell me if you can hear this on. I can hear it in my headphones, but I don't know if you can hear it on. Yeah, I'm gonna play it here, but I don't know if you can hear it over the. I can play it right from where we are, but how do we share it? Do I have to go through the share screen and all that? I wonder. Or was that just for me? Was that just for me? Okay, I can listen to that. Okay. Okay. So now can you hear that audio when I play it? Like that right from Messenger? Can you hear it on here? Let me know if you can hear it on the screen or if I have to do something to make that happen. Okay. Okay, it is for me. Okay. Uh but I can share that with the group if you want me to. I'm not too worried about that. Um okay, let's see how we do that. Share. Okay. Share screen. Okay. Share system audio. There we go. Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay. Now, now let's see what happens here. Okay, now what I should do here is go over here. Okay. Now you should hear it.
Hey Ron, this is a reading for you from me. The first card is a reward. So what you're doing is paying off You are reaping the benefits from your work. The second card is don't compromise. And this means I feel like there's people around you that are trying to get you to compromise and bend the rules that you've already set forth. So just keep your boundaries and keep your rules as they are and as you intended them, be, you know, in your life, anywhere in your life. Move. The third card is move. So that means you need to have movement within, like doing some physical movement or potentially moving things around, whether that's in your home or um, I got another definition of this or interpretation. Moving things around potentially on your platform, scheduling somehow, seeing how things fit or may fit better and flow better. Married. So, marriage is not necessarily in the sense of a man, woman, or, you know, man, woman. It is more of a marriage between or partnership. So,
Hmm.
um, look for those types of things going on. All right. Have a good one.
All right, I like that. All right, now I can remove that. Okay, so I can remove that altogether. Right, stop screen. There we go. All right, so I get that part. Yeah, I like that, Julie. Thank you. Um, that was interesting. All right, I like what you said about the marriage card. All right, so that doesn't mean male and female or traditional sense in a marriage. It could mean in life experiences in general. I get what you're saying. Uh, so I agree with that because I'm not looking for any kind of a connection with anything like that again in my personal life. Just because I've had my fulfillment for that part of my life early on in my life, and I learned my lesson quickly. After 13 years, I learned my lesson that I'm not cut out for that kind of thing. So, and that's okay. We all, uh, we all are not meant to be in that family dynamic, so to speak. My family dynamic is a whole lot of different friends from all over the world, and so that's where I have that, look. Uh, all right, well, thank you for that reading, Julie. That was very nice for you to do that, and another special treat for me, and I will accept that guidance. Okay, not sure what Bobby's. Okay, yeah, he was saying thank you from. Yeah, okay. Uh, anyway, so well, that's interesting. Thank you. I didn't know that was there. So when I saw the player thing up there, but I wasn't sure what it was. So thank you for that, though. Now that worked out pretty good. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that a little bit better myself on that functionality of things. What I'm gonna start doing, I notice I have an Instagram account, Errt Radio Instagram, and I might start doing some tarot readings there. Just kind of expanding out a little bit and getting the Errt Radio name out a little bit more and see what people can uh, enjoy. And if they do enjoy it, then that means we'll have more followers and supporters. So there you go. Um, I was using one of your lines, Julie, today on the radio. As I was laughing about it because I remember what you were talking about on your video. Oh, and we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. Oh, wait, we don't have any sponsors. The way you laughed was funny, though. Charles, would you like a reading? You don't want to? Okay. I thought Charles already left. Oh boy, Charles, did you want a reading, or did you say you said you were listening before, right? Or that Genghis said that? I don't know. Uh, Up to you if you want to wait, and I'll do a reading for you. I'll give you 3 cards if you want. If you want 3, or if you want 4, it's up to you. But if not, then that's fine. We'll do a reading another time. No word from him yet. So I'm getting to the end of the show called The Walking Dead. What a crazy show that is. It's I'm not sure how much acting that actually took to do, but it was very popular for a while. A lot of people liked it. I'm on season. Okay, good night, Julie. Thank you for your reading. Thank you for visiting with us for a little bit and helping out in chat. And Venus was here for a little bit, and her internet was not cooperating with her, and that's understandable with the weather conditions. That happens. But hey, we got it done. We're almost at 2 hours, Bobby. How do you like that? And yeah, so check out Errt Radio shows on Facebook. We got a lot of stuff going on there. Our friend Patrick, what is it? Patrick Campbell? Is that right? He got one of his singles that he made. Got a gold record. I don't know if that meant for the sales or got some kind of an award for his work on that song called "Peace from What." I'm gonna have to look at that again. I saw it earlier. I'll actually play that song tomorrow. Let me see here. At the top of the page up here, I think. Nope, it's not. Down there. I had a good burger from the bar, actually. They started making burgers on Thursday. Oh man, I had a double burger, a double cheeseburger. The burgers were a half a pound beef patty. I had two of them, double. Holy cow, the thing was huge. Half a cow. All right, so I wanted to get his song title up here so you can look it up. Maybe on Errt video shows. Where was that? I said he could post his stuff on there. Oh, here it is. Okay. You Saved Me is the name of the song. Patrick Campbell. Yeah, here you go. Alright, so take a look at that. Gold Disc Award. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let me get a copy of that for you, Bobby, and I'll send it to Skype here. Hold on. Alright, so now I'll go back home. Now I found it. Yeah. So let me get that to you, Bobby, on Skype. Yeah, that's our friend Patrick Campbell that was on our show the other night last week. Alright. And find that song, I think, probably somewhere. uh, oh, okay. Got you. I was asking him what kind of sauce he had on his dinner, on his steak stir fry, whatever he had there. Okay, so I think that's about it there, Bob. You got that message now? I can come back to the show over here. There we go. All right, there you go. You got that award that Patrick Campbell got for that song. You look up that song. I think it's on Amazon, but I have a copy of it if you want to listen to it tomorrow. All right, I'll play that tomorrow. I think that's about it, folks. We're almost at 2 hours here. We're gonna wrap it up though. Let me see. Tomorrow night though, 8 p.m. If you want some party time with me for my birthday, Johnny Unitas has arranged a playlist for me, and I think Amanda helped on it, and so uh, we'll be having some fun with that tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on Errt Radio on Mixler. If you go to ertradio.com, click on the chat room tab at the top of the page, get signed up with your email. Okay? And then with that, you can be in chat with the name, you can be participating, and all that stuff. If nothing else, you can create a Mixler account. You can be on the Mixler chat on the audio side of things. Okay? And when we do these music things, you can participate. There you go. All right. Yeah, we're going to get on out of here. It's almost, I'm waiting for it to turn 2 hours and I'll shut it down. And we did good tonight with this reading and talking about silliness. So, but there you have it. I'm going to learn how to do that PowerPoint thing and make sure it's not copyright issues, and do some lesson stuff that we can actually have some fun doing, some interesting learning things on different things. Okay? We'll consider some of that and what I can do and what we can get by with it without getting any kind of strikes or issues with YouTube and all that. I hope I don't get a message saying I have music on my video. I don't have any music on my video. So there you go. All right. We're got 20 seconds. Okay. 15 seconds left and we're out of here. We'll see everybody on the next one. Thank you, Bobby, Julie, Charles, Venus, and Genghis was here. Yeah, everyone else who sees it later. We'll see you on the next one. Good night. And hey, if you have nice weather, get out there and enjoy it. I don't. Enjoy it for me. All right, good night.